I mean, I was dating this guy who was black in high school, and, you know, I was telling my mom who he was, and she was like, but he's black. So I think there's a lot of...
Good.
I come from,
She's the one. She's the one that has 300 bodies. She's the one. She's the one. Oh my god. 300 bodies. Hey guys, I'm the Mitick and you are on the Mitick's channel. So for today, I'm going to be reacting to a cut video. Does race matter when it comes to dating? Now, quick answer from me, it doesn't. I don't think it does, but let's see what these people in this video think. So let's start watching the video and here we are.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
Yes.
Let's talk about your current partner.
Okay.
What race are they?
He's a white cis man.
And what about your partner before that?
He was a white cis man.
And then what about before that?
Before that, oh no, he was a white cis man, but ask me the one before that.
I don't like this white cis man. Just God.
Have you ever dated
Just say he was a
outside your
white
race?
man.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yes. I have.
Oh yeah.
I've dated, I'd say, every race.
Currently dating someone outside my race right now.
My girlfriend right now is mixed.
I've dated a lot of white guys, but I've also dated Mexican guys as well.
I currently have a partner right now, and they're a white partner.
I've only dated two people, and my husband, my current partner, he's mixed.
And you're white?
I am very white, yes.
Very, very white, okay.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
I'm black and Asian. I've never dated anybody that's black or Asian.
My current girlfriend is Asian.
Japanese American.
Puerto Ricans.
Chinese.
My husband is black.
My partner, actually, of over 10 years is black.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
I'm currently dating outside of my race. I'm learning a lot.
What are you learning?
White people just really love the outdoors. They like, it doesn't matter if the weather's bad, it doesn't matter if there's bugs and mosquitoes everywhere, they are outside.
Why have you dated outside of your race?
Experience, get to know the other culture as well.
Where I grew up, white people were one of the minorities, so it was usual for everyone to date outside their race.
I grew up in Los Angeles, so
Okay, a lot of people dating out of their races.
just white guys.
Sometimes I equate the feeling of whiteness to a lack of passion.
I would prefer that they're not white because it makes it more interesting, I think.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
No.
No.
Nope, I don't think so.
Well, I've only dated one person, and he is like also the same mixed race makeup as me, so no.
What's your ethnicity?
My mom's white, and my dad is Mexican, white, Chinese, and Native American.
I'm
Jesus
biracial,
Christ.
so if I were to date another black person, I don't consider that outside of my race, but I also don't consider dating a white person outside of my race.
Have you ever dated
Fair
someone
enough,
that
fair
wasn't
enough.
white or black or mixed?
No, I haven't.
Why haven't you dated outside of your race?
It hasn't risen as an opportunity.
Opportunity has not been there.
Never had the opportunity to.
I've had people that I've been interested in, but we just never ended up dating.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
I have not.
Why not?
I think in my younger years it was fear. And I'm not sure what that fear is defined as. And it just, the opportunities never came after a point where I didn't feel that way.
The time that I was dating a lot, I went to a school that was like very Caucasian.
I just tend to be in spaces where there are a lot of white people.
Where I grew up, it was pretty white.
I grew up in a little tiny town. Small town.
Small town in Kansas.
I grew up in Montana. There wasn't really a lot of people that were not my race.
Just the only people that I've gravitated towards are...
Hey, you know, sometimes if you grow up in a certain neighborhood, if you grow up in a certain city and you don't really, you know, you're not that kind of person that wants to travel around or maybe leave the city where you grew up in and go and explore, you know, live in different parts of the world, then you're going to end up hooking up, dating the people that live around you. And if you live in a white neighborhood, I guess it makes sense if you don't ever date out of your race. So no judgment. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. There's no obligation to date out of your race. So it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
They both just happen to be white.
Statistically, I'm probably gonna end up with a white person. That's the way of the world.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
I mean, it's just like generally people like to stick within their cultural groups because they want to feel accepted to the highest extent that they can be.
Date within your race.
Just because it's easier to relate to each other, I think.
I've only dated outside my race once. We just didn't see eye to eye.
I'm Latina, so I feel like other people wouldn't.
You're Latina? Okay.
Don't really get our issues as much.
The type of upbringings we have were different. Finances in our family were different.
I have been predominantly dating black men. There's a level that we just understand each other at, and I don't have to really explain anything about my culture.
What is your race?
I'm South Asian, more specifically Indian.
You usually date Indian men.
I would say that's my type, and I didn't really branch out until recently, mainly because I've had some bad experiences with Indian men.
I would say I typically date white males, to be honest.
Why do you tend to date white guys?
Kind of just a preference I've had, and for me, kind of growing up and seeing the Latino machismo culture, that kind of just turned me off.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
Yes, I have.
I have, yes. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
All the time.
Do you tend to have a preference when dating?
I don't know that I have a preference, but I've dated more white men than I have any other race.
I guess generally I tend to date white people.
I definitely have dated mostly white women.
It's a lot of white guys.
I don't think that I'm like attractive towards people outside of my race.
Why?
I don't really know.
Do you tend to have a preference when dating?
No, just not.
Con Wallapop hai tutto da guadagnarci, come quando vendi I tuoi libri di giardinaggio per pagare finalmente un giardiniere.
Not white. I typically don't find Caucasian men as attractive, and I think my love of Asian food and anime and stuff kind of just translated to I love specifically Asian features. That sounds really bad, but I guess we all like what we like, right?
Why do you date white guys?
I love anime guys.
貴様の拳などかほどにも効かんわい。お前はもう死んでいる。何？
I also read mangas. It's just though, God, some people obsess just too much. They're like, oh God, I love anime, I love manga. I want to go live in Japan, I want to learn Japanese, this, that. It's just so boring sometimes. Just so, not annoying, but just like, do you even have an identity, or do you just want to be? Would you just wish in your second life you're just Japanese? And most of these people, most likely, would wish that they were Japanese in their second life. Anyway.
Blonde hair. So I feel like that often white guys have the hair color that I'm looking for.
I don't like. I like alternative indie guys, and that's who tends to be,
indie,
kind of on the edgier sides.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It depends on the character of the person.
As I was like starting to date and everything, I realized I didn't really have a preference.
Racial preference? People of color, just because there's a lot more that I can connect with. However, I don't have a racial requirement. And that's what pisses me off. People will literally misconstrue a preference over a requirement.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
Yes.
Did that cause any conflict within your relationship?
Not really. I think there were some aspects of his culture that I tried to understand that I didn't, just because it's not my own.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
I have.
Has that caused
I've already seen her in another video. I recognize that the girl that slept with over 70 men. Lord have mercy. Hey, no judgment from my side. Or do I want to judge? A lot of men have 70 bodies, so why should I make a scene about it, I guess? But the woman that had 300 bodies? Oh my god. Yeah, there's some judgments there. 300 bodies and she was like 30 something? Yeah, no. That's a no from me.
Any tension with your family?
Not with my family particularly, but oftentimes with the other person's family.
My family is racist, so I was apprehensive about bringing her home, but her family was super welcoming to me, so it wasn't an issue on that side.
I mean, I was dating this guy who was black in high school, and, I was telling my mom who he was, and she was like, but he's black. So I think there's a lot of implicit bias that I do think kind of stems from my parents.
I guess my lifestyle is a little bit different from theirs.
But he's black, how can you date him? Like, he's black. He's black, he's black. He's black.
one says anything, but you just get the looks, you know.
I've had black partners in the past that have asked me, like, if the cops pull us over, you got to take the lead a little bit because it's just a little scary. And same thing goes for like when the height of, you know, ICE detainment was going on. I had a Hispanic partner and we had a long talk about what that looked like for their family, etc.
Have you ever dated outside of your race?
Yeah, my current wife, she's born and raised in Puerto Rico, and I'm from the States.
Any cultural differences that come up?
She makes fun of my language all the time. Like if I think something's really fun, I'll be like, ooh, that's a hoot and a half. And she says that is just too silly.
Did you see yourself ending up with someone of a specific race?
I think in the hindsight, no. But for like years, I was told by family, you gotta stay in the race.
They want me to date someone who also understands my culture. Because, you know, with me dating white men, generally, like, it's just harder for them to understand certain things.
If I want to listen to my heart, it's good with me, but if I want to listen to my family, it's not so good.
I come from,
She's the one. She's the one that has 300 bodies. She's the one. She's the one. Oh my god. 300 bodies. 300 bodies. Like, what? Like, why you... Wow.
Oh my god! Wow!
Wow.
Korean and white family, and I was always told, date a nice, rich white boy.
Who are you dating right now?
A white boy.
Would you feel any pressure from your parents to date a certain race?
No, I mean, I'm mixed. So my dad's white, my mom's Asian.
Do you get pressure from your mom at all?
No, honestly, she's more like, marry someone who comes from a good family, has like passion, good work, makes money.
It was mainly pressure to stay away from anybody ever and just like focus on getting good grades and going to school.
The only like criteria that I've seen them have is that they really want someone that is
I was about to say nice necklace. Is that like a full charged battery? But no.
outdoorsy.
Have you ever dated someone outside of your race?
Yes, it's cool when you're dating people from different backgrounds because you can get a sense of culture that you probably would never get a sense of originally.
I'm more into people. Like if they're cool and we click, then it's cool.
I go for people who have sweet personalities and kind hearts.
I don't like discriminate.
Who do your parents want to bring home?
Anybody at this point.
No, do not start the video. Okay. Wow, that was interesting. That was interesting. Moral of the story, it does not matter who we date. What matters, as one famous man once said, is the content of their characters. Thank you for watching.